CompTIA Tech Plus Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 2.1 Explain common computing devices and their purposes. There are many different types of computing devices. In this video, we'll go over some of the most common ones you'll encounter, starting with mobile phones. A mobile phone is a portable device designed for wireless communication over a cellular network. That sounds like a pretty simple definition, especially when you consider everything modern mobile phones can actually do. Today's mobile phones let you make calls, send texts, browse the internet, run apps, use GPS, take photos, and even scan documents. No wonder people now refer to a mobile phone as a smartphone. To make all this happen, mobile phones rely on a combination of hardware and software. They use internal antennas to connect to cellular networks and compact processors that are designed for both power efficiency and performance. It's a lot of capability packed into a device that fits in your pocket. Up next is the tablet. A tablet is a portable device designed for wireless communication over a cellular or Wi-Fi network, just like a smartphone. Tablets use compact processors, include internal antennas, and offer very similar functionality. But the key difference lies in the screen size. While smartphones typically range between 4.5 and 5.7 inches, tablets are much larger, usually between 7 and 10 inches or more. This makes tablets great for media consumption, drawing, and mobile productivity. Closely related to the tablet is another device used primarily for reading. This device is an e-reader. An e-reader is a portable computing device designed specifically for reading digital books and documents. These devices use specialized screen technology to reduce eye strain and maintain visibility in a variety of lighting conditions. Whether you're reading in low light or direct sunlight, the display stays sharp and easy on the eyes. E-readers are also lightweight, energy efficient, and designed for extended use, often lasting weeks on a single charge. Next, we move to laptops. A laptop is a computing device that integrates the display, system components, and multiple peripheral devices within a single portable case. It runs on an internal battery but can be powered externally as well. Most laptops include a built-in keyboard, touchpad, touchscreen, webcam, microphone, and speakers. Laptops strike a balance between mobility and power and are ideal for work, school, and home use. From laptops, we scale up to workstations. A workstation is a type of computing system that is designed to be used on a desk or a fixed location. You might also hear this referred to as a desktop PC. Unlike laptops, workstations favor external peripherals like keyboards, mice, and monitors. These systems are generally more customizable and upgradable than laptops. Then we have servers. This is where things can get a little tricky, so let's slow things down. A server, in a general sense, is a computing device that provides services to other devices. For example, it might store files, handle email, or serve up web pages. But for this exam objective, we are focused on the physical device. So sticking to its physical nature, a server is a powerful computer designed to support a number of users simultaneously. It contains the same basic components as a workstation, but server components are purpose-built for higher performance, greater reliability, and longer runtimes. Our next device is the gaming console. A gaming console is a specialized computing device designed primarily for playing video games. You've probably heard of the big names like Sony PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or Microsoft Xbox. These consoles don't just run games, they also use embedded operating systems optimized for gaming performance. Some models offer media streaming, social features, and even cloud gaming support. Now let's talk about virtual reality systems. A virtual reality system is a computing device designed to create a fully immersive digital experience. It typically uses a headset with built-in screens and sensors to track head movement and simulate a 3D environment. These systems might also include hand controllers or motion tracking devices to interact with the virtual world. Virtual reality is often used for gaming, simulations, and training. Finally, we have augmented reality systems. An augmented reality system is a computing device that overlays digital content onto the real world. Unlike virtual reality, which fully replaces your environment, augmented reality enhances what's already there. For example, smart glasses or smartphones that show turn-by-turn directions or other information while you walk around are using augmented reality. These systems rely on cameras, sensors, and display technology to blend the physical and digital worlds together in real time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.